Welcome to this moment. Feel into your body, your breath. Notice your breath as you're breathing in. Notice your notice how your shoulders drop a little bit as you're breathing out. You straighten out your spine a little bit, or rather than straighten your spine, you just allow your spine to reach a sense of comfort. Not that it's straining, it has a natural flow to it like this. Feel that natural undulation that it has. Even if you're lying down, you can laugh at that word undulation and feel it. Feel that like a wave in your spine, a natural place that it wants to be in. That grounded feeling. When you feel settled, when you feel open, curious, wondering what's going to happen in the next moment. I've been talking with my sister, who I said I'm visiting, about the predictive brain, how we so much of what we experience is what we're predicting that we're going to experience. Very little is actually a new sensation, a new awareness. And it's Tuesday, and we often do explore how does happiness and freedom live in me now. Try to open yourself up to when we touch into those words in this moment rather than imagining what a Tuesday might look like. Imagine the freshness of this moment. Imagine what's different about this moment, different about any other moment that you've ever lived in your entire life. And then ask yourself the question, how does freedom and happiness live in me now, in this moment, as it never has lived in me before? As we touch into that, what does it feel like? What do you imagine that happiness feels like in your body? Give yourself space to feel that. Even imagine what that could be. As if we don't even know what that word means. When we think of happiness, what could it be? What is it right now for us? And it's interesting for me. What immediately comes up is freedom, is this non-attachment to our minds, our habits. I say our, but I think I'm meaning mine. Um, what is it that's just so habituated in me that I have no idea? What's keeping me locked into repeated patterns that may be not creating ideal conditions for myself or other beings? And what do I want? What do you want as ideal conditions for yourself and other beings that may be possible if we open our minds, we truly feel a sense of freedom? I think of Rhonda so often she often equates freedom with curiosity, and it's true. Immediately, I go into this not knowing, just being curious about this moment and the next. And of course, isn't there a part of yourself that just that fights that not knowing? It's like, no, I want to know. I want to have an idea of what's going to happen, what's going to go on, so that um, I can be safe. Let's open ourselves up and sort of reassure ourselves in this moment we are safe and we can reach into this sense of freedom and happiness with all of our um, curiosity, all of our, what is that now for me? What is that sense of unbridled happiness? What could it be? What can we imagine it to be? And often it starts with myself, giving myself what it is that I might might need, might want in the present moment to be free, to be truly happy, and to share with others. It naturally is not a selfish thing. It's a wanting to be with others, or our loved ones, our beloveds, and are the people that we don't even know that we love yet. We may look at them in the streets and it's like, I don't love you yet, but I'm open to loving you right now and sharing my love with you, sharing my happiness. So how can we take this just immediately generated sense of happiness and freedom and just imagine sharing it with our beloveds, with my sister when she wakes up, and all of the people throughout my day? Can I keep on coming back to the sense in my own body of being free and happy? and be open with sharing it with all beings that I come in contact with, all beings that I can imagine in the world. And we imagine, can we anticipate that, right? Coming back to our predictive brain, can we predict that sense of freedom and happiness in our world today for the rest of the day? And what does that feel like in our bodies? Come back to your chest, back to your neck, your head. And be with that sense, that emotional sensation and that physical sensation. Immediately that undulation of my spine that I talked about earlier, just there's no um, there's no tightness, there's only freedom in my body, in my breath, nothing catching it, nothing telling me that I should breathe this way or I should feel that way. Live connected with the sense of presence and the sense of happiness now that we just naturally overflow and share with all beings in the world. May all beings benefit from our practice. Be truly, deeply happy and